So sorry, I had to kind of adjust the camera. My audio works only if I do the front camera. So I wanted to share with you guys, the title of the video should be why I was or am scared to post, why I stopped YouTube, being scared to post again. So the thing is, about a year ago, so a little bit over a year ago, I've started this channel like 2 years ago, right? And everything was more good. I was doing plant-based, I was feeling good, I was doing my own thing, intuitive eating. And then I had a little slip up, which at that time, because of my orthorexia, I didn't think was a good thing. I kind of had a slip up, and it was vegan stuff and everything, but it wasn't healthy, and I was with my orthorexia mindset. I thought I messed up, and I started dieting, and I started doing fasting and not listening to my hunger cues. I messed up big time. It was for a year. I did this OMAD fasting for like a year, and then I started this time of last year. It was my worst. I started restricting and binging and restricting and binging and doing the spitting chew, and it was binging and purging, because I was binging and then purging on over exercising, and oh god, it was absolutely horrible of last year. And so I didn't want to post, I didn't want to film, because I need to tell you guys all this so that I can get like a fresh start, okay? Because I feel like I messed up, and I didn't want to post because I was a failure. I didn't want to upset you guys. I posted some videos on ED relapse and stuff, but I felt like a failure still, even though it wasn't like a secret that I had my relapse. Fast forwarding to, we moved to the new house, and by the way, there was other things in my life that was a bit tough for me, so maybe that is why my eating disorder like spiked up. Could be one of the reasons. Hopefully you can see me, by the way, because I have no idea what you guys see right now, and because I had to flip my camera, so I don't know. I just woke up, so my hair is like, and my no makeup, and anyways. So fast forwarding to, so this was last year, and then my family left, and this is my first time I ever got separated from my family for about a month. They went to Moldova, and somebody had to stay to watch the dog, and I volunteered, so it wasn't like, they just left me. Plus I was 18 and it's fine. But at that time I had my worst eating disorder ever. It was a mixture of eating disorders. It was so eating disorders, when I had anorexia, it was a kind of like a undercover, unknown. I didn't know I had an eating disorder. This I knew, and it was multiple. And when you know you have an eating disorder, and when you act on it, and when all of this, it's different than when you accidentally fall into an eating disorder, kind of. But I also think it's an age thing. A lot of people at my age do these weird things with eating, and the reason I started the fasting and the reason it all collapsed was I based on fear. My actions were based on my fear of gaining weight. Which, by the way, let me just tell you guys, when I started this channel, I weighed less than I do now, and I tortured myself for a year of doing all these stupid things, because I would watch YouTube videos, I would watch people do these things, and I'm sorry guys if I ever misled any of you guys into making your eating disorder worse. I didn't mean to. I myself never went through anything like this. People comment on my, channel saying like, oh, you are, doing this to get money or something. I don't collect money from YouTube. Like, I have it monetized, but sometimes I forget to monetize it, and whatever amount I have, I didn't even collect it. I never used YouTube money yet. Like, it's just, it was never about money. I always shared my experience, honestly. I always tried to help. So obviously when all this happened, I felt like a loser and failure. So then I was afraid to post for a long time, and I did post videos, as you could see, through the last year, I would say. But the thing is, the videos I posted, I felt like a liar and fake, and I didn't know what I should be posting. I was really confused. I did not feel good. And people were, I know they were looking out for me, like, oh, fasting is not good for people with eating disorders, but I can't even explain what was going through my mind because it was a lot. And I was also over exercising. When I say binging and purging, I did not ever purge through, vomiting. I purged through exercise. And that I never went through over exercising, and that was the time of my over exercising and binging, and it was like, ugh, it was messy and disgusting, and the relationship towards food was disgusting, and the things I would do was disgusting, and the mindset I would have is disgusting, and everything was. So obviously I didn't even have time, like, I didn't want to post, like, I was demotivated because that's not why I started my channel. Fast forwarding to last summer, it got bad where I restricted my calories very low and lost a lot of weight. I got to like 130. Of course, we all know with eating disorders, it rebounds. I gained all the weight back and tried to still control through fasting and all these things. And then the video response to my video, OMAD, was, it was helpful, but, it was very negative. For those who you don't know, someone responded to my OMAD video, which now looking back, I agree. Like, it's not that I don't disagree. It's gross and very eating disorder like behavior, but as you could tell by my explanation, that yes, I was basically binging and purging and going through eating disorder things. So, plus on top of that, things were going on in my life. I did not feel like myself. I felt very different. Only now, when this quarantine started, I'm going back to how I was, how I felt. I'm no longer fasting. I'm trying to intuitive eat again, vegan, plant-based. I'm doing maybe light fasting, like not eating after 8 o'clock because I know I will feel sick. But, it's nothing, like, I'm not... Okay, basically I'm not even fasting, honestly, because usually when they say fasting, it's like no calories at all, but like I still have like hot cocoa before bed or something like that. I'm really focusing on health right now, and I listen to the seminars for plant-based doctors, and I'm now relying, like, my actions now are not fear-based, like based on fear. They are based on my experience, how I don't want to feel. They are based on health and not even weight. So with my weight, yeah, I did gain weight, and I want to show you guys that eating disorders, like, the things I was doing only made me gain weight. When I ate intuitively plant-based foods, I literally was at a lower weight than I am now. But that's another thing. I am going to stop weighing myself. I do not want to weigh myself because it's okay, I cannot express to you how much it's ridiculous to weigh yourself for many reasons. Yeah, maybe once in 3 months you can, just to see, if you're like noticing that your clothes are fitting tighter, and maybe even then, like, if your clothes are fitting tighter, you should know that maybe you need to, switch things up a little bit. But anyways, I was noticing that I gained, I was definitely 10 pounds lighter and happier. And it's not even about the pounds. I was happier, and I felt lighter, and I felt more active, and I felt so good versus me just torturing myself. I feel so unhealthy. That's the thing. It's not even that I feel skinny or fat or whatever. I feel unhealthy. But only now, with this quarantine, I got time to fix my relationship with food. I got time to slowly transition from fasting to not, because I tried to do it before and I gained a ton of weight because it was like 1 meal a day and then 10 meals a day because I would just binge. That's not a transition. I had to slowly transition from 1 meal to 2 meals, and only now I'm starting to slowly transition from 2 meals to 3, with snacks and just being intuitive, basically, because I did not feel with 1 meal. I did not feel it. I was just hungry and ignore my hunger signals and then eat a ton of food. So I decreased my coffee. I decreased my exercise. I want to be healthy again. And I want to post videos for you guys again. Being healthy and recipes and cooking and why I started this channel, for recovery. And if I can do it, and it's so hard, let me tell you guys, it's so hard. Like, I get emotional from this, but I want to make this last like emotional explanational video, and I want to get back to where I was. I want to go back to my videos. I want to go back to what I was posting. I want to go back to how I started and why I started this channel. And I want to be honest, because I feel like I'm finally back to that place. I'm finally getting back to where I was. I'm finally going to be able to help you guys and not just post videos and do videos as a distraction to not eating or blah, 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 whatever, like all this nonsense. I want to be healthy and show you guys what I do and how I live and share with you, because I always loved YouTube. And with my eating disorder, caused me to step away from things I love, a lot of things I love, you know, including YouTube and using and exercise, because I love exercise, but I used it as a, you know, weight loss mechanism. Coffee, I love coffee, but I used it as a weight loss mechanism. Everything was like weight loss, weight loss, weight loss, weight loss. It's not supposed to be about that, you know. And I want to get back to my intuitive hunger. I am still vegan. I always loved the whole concept of veganism, and you could totally disagree, and you could totally say, oh, it's an eating disorder, but I know what an eating disorder is. I know how it feels. I know what I do when I have an eating disorder. It's different than just saying, oh, when I was, you know, a year ago saying I'm vegan and I'm fasting and I'm like torturing myself, it could have been like when I said I'm vegan and fasting, I could have, you don't know what I'm actually going through, because first of all, I could actually be feeling good. There's people who, you know, can eat like that and feel great. Like, they don't have an eating disorder. Second of all, like, on the other hand, I could be absolutely torturing myself, even eating more meals, like 2 meals or 3 meals, if I'm so strict and counting calories. And that's not how you define an eating disorder. Only I can feel if I have an eating disorder, because I know what's going on in my mind. I know what's healthy and unhealthy. Because even then, the reason I stopped posting was because I knew something wasn't right, and I never had a relapse in eating disorder, and this was a different relapse. It wasn't anorexia, it was something different. It was much scarier. It was, I tortured my body in awful ways, and it was, you know, I started, you know, with this year, I started yoga, and I had my yoga like instructor teacher, she's a friend. She would make these, and she's vegan and plant-based and intuitive eating, and she had problems like that, but she's really fit and lean and healthy and happy. And I would see this, and I'm like, I'm claiming myself as a vegan, but I'm not happy. I'm torturing myself. And she would always say, like, you know, you're doing yoga to serve your body, to do good, to feel better. But I wouldn't feel good. Like, I felt good doing yoga, but then on the other hand, my food didn't, like, match. And she told me she had a similar experience, and she helped me a lot. And she wants to be doing a YouTube channel too, so maybe once she opens it up, I could, you know, tell you guys what her channel is, and you can check her out, because she's amazing. We still do yoga over, like, Zoom or FaceTime every, like, two times a week, and she helps me a ton, and she's happy and healthy, and she's my, like, living example. And I got really tired of binging and all, and stress eating, and I'm like, this is not normal. This can't be it doesn't feel normal. It doesn't feel good. And once I started to let go slowly from 1 meal to 2 meals, I stopped stress eating. I stopped binging. It just doesn't feel good anymore. Like, it just, like, no, I don't want to do that at all. Like, literally, if I used to do this OMAD thing and then, you know, be super strict and vegan, and then I'd binge because I would make an excuse. I would, like, it was stupid. Like, somebody would, I don't know, there would be a little conflict, or something didn't go right with my schoolwork, and I go binge because I'm stress eating. But, like, no, like, it's not supposed to happen like that. Now, whenever I'm stressed, I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna go color or watch Disney. Like, I watched Lion King yesterday and I absolutely love it. So, you know, I want to be back to myself. I want to show people a healthy lifestyle. And the reason I was scared was because when I started YouTube, people were always criticizing me no matter what I did. So, not everybody, but some people, you know, like, oh, you're vegan, you still have an eating disorder, and blah, blah, blah. But even though I felt good, and it went and turned into a spiral downwards where I actually got into an eating disorder. But anyways, this video is probably super long, but I'm going to go ahead and post it. It's 9 a.m. right now, 9:19 a.m. Pretty early, but I want to get back to it, like, for real, get back to it and post for you guys, because I do love posting for you guys. You do mean a lot to me. I do care. And it's just, I couldn't post. Not that I wanted to. I'd always say, like, oh, hey, I'm back, and then I'd disappear, and then, oh, hey, I'm back, and I'd disappear, and I don't want to promise anything, like, oh, yeah, I'm back for real now. Like, I'm not gonna do that, but I want to be myself again, and whether that is through posting videos more, or posting videos more regularly, or even taking breaks once I need them, because sometimes I do, because eating disorders, when you always are, you know, talking about it, it could be strict, like, hard on yourself. And I do want to practice self-care. I've been practicing self-care more often, and taking a break from YouTube could be part of my self-care now. And I do want to, like, put myself, not as in a, because I want to put myself as my high priority for myself, because when I didn't do that last year, that's what happened. I stopped posting videos because I didn't practice self-care. Now that I want to practice self-care, I want to post videos for you guys. I want you to, you know, be like, I want to help you guys. And for me to do that, I need to practice, you know, self-care, so that I will be able to be healthy and post videos for you guys, rather than torture myself and barely post any. It feels like, you know, you're torturing yourself with all these eating things, and then you're kind of like crawling over to the camera trying to post something, so that, I don't even know why. It's weird, but I want to just be honest with you, and I might even turn off comments, because I really want to take care of myself, because I this is me. This is the only me. I don't get 100 chances. I don't know what happens after, you know. Basically, I want to get back to it. I want to be honest and open, like I started with this channel. And yeah, so I will talk to you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed. I have no idea how long this video. I can't even see the time. It's probably long, but yeah, I love you guys, and comment nice things, please. I do appreciate nice comments. A mean comment, I don't take it too personally, but, you know, it sticks to you, and I don't want that in my life. So bye guys, I love you guys. Post your comments. I want to help you as much as I can, and yeah, that's it for now. So bye. Turn this off.